Yes, you're seeing this correctly. I am doing my monthly dividend update on time for once. What is going on, everybody? My name is Christian Robert. Welcome to the channel. Let's actually start off. I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. We are at 890 subscribers. I've always said if I could reach 1,000 subscribers, I would start to invest more into my channel and purchase some better equipment and stuff because I don't know anything about editing, but I'd like to be able to, really start enhancing my video quality for you guys. So if you haven't already, make sure you smash the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so we can reach 1,000 in the near future. But let's start off on these monthly updates. I'm actually going to show you where my account balance was at. So if we look at a 1 week chart in my TD Ameritrade, last Friday I was at 120,000, so I'm down about $12,000. A 1 month chart shows that we had a high of 129,000. We started the month off at 123,000. A 3 month chart shows that we had a peak of 140,800 and a low of 94,000. And a 6 month chart, you can see that the same high is it. That's still the same high, 140, and it looks like we had a bottom of $55,000, which is still pretty crazy. Even though my account is down a lot this week, that we've still basically doubled the portfolio in that amount of time. Let's look at a 1 year chart. A 1 year chart doesn't really apply because a lot of things happened with my portfolio, like me cashing out most of it and trying to buy some real estate and then dumping the money back in. So you can see I was at $13,000 in November. So yeah, you can see right here where I started to kind of put chunks back into the market. But what's crazy is that before Tesla, this is where my account was sitting at. So from December, I was at $43,000. So that was, prior to this week, that was a triple in my account. So that is just crazy to me. Obviously, I'm very heavy in Tesla, but you know what? It's worked out so well. So now let's dive into the dividends. So this was a pretty good month for me with dividends. Starting off, we had Huntington Bank at $1.53. 625 from AG&C. The biggest one was $131.73 from MO Altria Group. I actually added more to that just after the ex-dividend date. So my next dividend should be in the 160s. I would love to get that one into 200 at a $200 quarterly dividend. And then honestly, I'll probably never add to the stock. It's already at like $8,000 or $9,000 of my money. So something I never really got into. In a perfect world, perfect account, I would like to get a lot of my favorite stocks to $10,000. And then I would like to get to a point where I have like 5, 10, 15 of my favorite stocks all at $10,000. And then I really focus on like a VTI ETF or a VYM. And then I would like that to be $50,000 to $100,000 so that a significant portion is in an ETF that kind of tracks the market, but I also still get that diversification of my favorite stocks. But moving on, we have 122 from Leggett & Platt, 29.59 from the one and only O Realty Group. I put the dividend reinvestment back on this one specific stock. All of the reinvestments are off for everything else right now. 1052 from Main Street, 125 from Stag, 315 from PSEC. Another big one, 5328 from Geo. This is a private prison stock, so it's very controversial, but you know what? Prisons are always going to be around. 6501 from QYLD. I've already addressed this stock. It's a very high yield ETF that does covered calls. 72 cents from Gain, 64 cents from Good, 197 from LTC, 19 cents from UTG, and 22.45 from SPHD. Oh, we got one more at 46.56 from NRZ. This one was it was becoming one of my favorite stocks, but then with the pandemic and everything, they slashed the dividend by 90%, but we're still getting a nice dividend. So hopefully they continue to raise that dividend back up. But if we add up for the month, we are sitting at $376.06, which is awesome. Now I want to take you to my M1 Finance really quickly. I forgot to mention a second ago that the year-to-date total sitting after October is $2,541.83. So I thought I'd be lucky to hit $2,500 for the year. We still got 2 more months in the year, so we could hit close to 3,000. I don't think we'll touch 3,000, but we could get pretty darn close. But this is my M1 Finance portfolio. I've been consistently adding money to this account. So if we look at a 1-week chart, we were at 522 and now we're at 747. So I've added a bit of money to this account. Let's do a 1-month chart really quick. So a month ago I was at $217. I've kind of played around with this stock in the past. You can see that I've had money in and then I've taken it out, etc. So we can't really look at the all-time chart. But I've added a few stocks to this. I've actually added Slack Technologies, Square, and Google. There were several people in my previous video that did recommend that I buy Google because I mentioned it. I had Square and Slack in my main TD Ameritrade portfolio, but I actually sold those out just to trim a little bit of margin down. And I figured I still like the stocks, and so I added them here. They don't have much allocation to them right now, but I'm really comfortable with how this portfolio is sitting. 50% of the portfolio is made up of Amazon and Tesla. Then we have SPHD, Maine, QYLD, aggressive dividends, which is really just a bunch of high-yielding REITs, Realty Income, and then the 3 I just mentioned. I do want to get more money into Google rather quickly, but right now my top priority, Tesla is sitting under $400, and I think that is a steal of a price if you're looking at 5-10 years out. So I think what I'm going to do for the next month or so, depending on where the price is, because they did just get upgraded to strong buy, I believe from CPA something fund. But I want to add $25 a day to Tesla in my M1 Finance. So I will contribute a bit less to my TD Ameritrade and be really focusing on bumping Tesla up. So I hope that we can maintain this sub $400 price for a little bit at least. But that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the content. Like I said, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next one.